And I have a new co-caster. This is Brandon.
Hi guys.
So, okay, now because you're from New College, so I wonder who you're going to be supporting.
I'm going to try and stay neutral as I can, but of course I am going to be. Yeah, yeah, I try to be, but I'm going to stay neutral. But of course I am going to be for New College. But if they do win, I'm not going to be running around cheering. I'm just going to say well done to both teams.
So, what sort of compositions are you hoping to see?
Well, I'm hoping to see ones that are really strong, maybe Pharmacy.
Classic.
Pharmacy and Roadhog, but maybe try to see mini goats where like Lucio, Zarya.
Yeah, we just saw a Lucio, Diva, and Winston.
Yeah, that
which
came really strong.
yeah,
Able to push onto the attack, get really aggressive, and then that shook the team because they weren't expecting it, and then that kind of fell through and had the snowball effect.
yeah. See, what I really like about this map is because you have that very tall central column,
Yeah.
you can use the Pharmacy really effectively
Yeah.
around it and use that vertical cover. So that could be something that we very likely see coming out. But we have seen a few bunker compositions as well. Actually, it doesn't look like we're going to be having a Pharah at all.
Yeah, maybe they're leaving it to the end, scouting out the team, seeing who plays well, what they're strong against, what they're weak against, and using that to their advantage to overcome the other teams.
Yeah, I find it really interesting that Basingstoke here aren't running a healer.
Yeah, that's going to be really bad because as soon as one goes, and then as soon as they get like poking, New College can start poking the team. And there we
fight's
go.
starting.
Roadhog does get rid of the New College Anna, which means that there's no healing for the New College. And here goes the snowball effect. The Reinhardt does go down. Just the McCree left, and there
McCree
we go.
getting
Bazers
hit there.
do win this round.
So cruel. And it actually, yeah, you wouldn't necessarily think that the team that's not running a healer would do that well, but once they managed to get that Anna, Reinhardt was so low that it just basically took one hit to get rid of him.
I think it's more of the aggression, being
Yeah.
able to push up. They ain't ready for it. Then as soon as that aggression comes, they fall out of place.
I think for sure they're probably thinking, okay, well, they're going to be relying on their healer, so we're going to target the healer, bring them down, and then this fight's in our control.
Yeah, but if there's no healer, who do you target next?
Exactly.
Yeah, so here we go. We see different composition. We've got the Pharmacy for the Basingstoke with the Tracer this time. And Moira does go down for the New College team. So healer goes straight down, means no healing for the team. And no South healers mean that there's no healing being done. And of course the Orisa does go down. Genji on half health, just getting poked. And it's just not looking well for New College. And
Just
of course,
suiciding there, he knew
just
it was
gives them the
over.
round. But then, in saying that, now that New College know that Pharmacy is not playable for Basingstoke, so they can start playing that against them.
Exactly, they're very aware of that, and I think now they start to become aware. Okay, actually, Basingstoke, they're going for our healers. You know, they baited out the Fade from the Moira there just so that they can bring her down very quickly, and obviously that damage boost on the Pharah makes that very easy for them.
But now there's no Mercy, so that means no Res is going to be in play.
This is an interesting choice.
So we got a
Basingstoke.
Symmetra on. This is going to be interesting because I've never seen a Symmetra into these finals, quarters, and so it's going to be interesting to see how they play. But as we see, they're going to the left flank.
It'd be interesting if they actually manage to use her turrets. I don't know if they're... There they go, you can see them all coming through now.
I think it's more just to poke damage, get them down, so because it's going to be an easier fight if they got less HP onto the team. Widow does go down by the Genji. I'm quite sure that was a deflect.
Most likely, yeah.
So that means there's no long range, so they're relying on short range for Basingstoke.
Now, this is going to make things really hard now because, you know, the Brigitte being with Winston makes it hard for them to be dived, but these aren't dive heroes left on the side of Basingstoke.
It's going to be hard for the Winston as well because they've got the Reaper on there, which
Exactly.
the Reaper just quickly taken down.
So using his Wraith there.
Yeah, there's good, low HP on both of them, and there we go. New College win their first round.
Straight down. You must be brave.
Yeah, I am a bit. It's good they're seeming strong now. They're finding out where they're strong, where they're weak, and putting that to their advantage.
Yeah, I liked how, you know, when a Widowmaker comes out, you usually think, okay, well, she's going to be controlling the space, you know, everyone has to hide from her, but actually Genji, using that deflect just to send her bullets straight back at her,
and because of that
quickly get away with that, get rid of that threat.
And that means there's no scouting either through communication, so the team had no idea where they were. and when they did, it was a bit too late.
Yeah, exactly.
So on to the new college side, we do have a Ryan, Hanzo, and Mercy, and for the Basingstoke side, we have a Moira, Reaper, and a Winston. So it's really different compositions, one relying heavily on damage, and another
Mercy solo.
relying on that Hanzo. And Mercy does go down through for new college, that means no healing, Hanzo does go down, here's the snowball effect yet again. But that Reinhardt does get the Moira, means there's no healing for that Basingstoke. So it's gonna be a hard fight for new college, but might be a miracle in winning this fight.
Ryan versus Reaper. And
One single charge could end this fight.
Oh, that'd be so perfect if he managed to time it so correctly, but he's got to be careful. He's got to make sure the Reaper's always in his sights, because if he goes down behind his shield, that's when the Reinhardt's in trouble.
This could be a disadvantage as well for new college because of the close quarters, and that's where Reaper shines. Being in narrow archways, as can see in here, the Reaper is just on that high ground, stopping the Reinhardt from exiting, so he can't push out, and Reaper can just stay on the point and capture the point and win this round.
Ryan also has to be really careful here, because if he stands in those doorways where the Reaper can just shoot into his shield health's going to go down very, very low, and he soon won't even have one. Ooh, the crouching there. Oh, he's going in.
Just Reaper pushing up, and there we go. New college do lose this round, and Basingstoke wins. It was an interesting match, this one.
Yeah, there was a lot of trades.
Variations of the compositions. Of course, Basingstoke.
There were trades happening rather than a complete team wipe, and so you can figure out where your strengths are, but also try and learn where your weaknesses are. And there's the entire rest of the day still to go to be able to make your comeback. Yeah.
Well, I'm hoping to see that we may get to the regional finals and stuff like that. So
right, interview time. We are going to be interviewing Tyler.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello. Nice. Ooh, this is so formal, so professional. Alright, so what role were you mostly playing?
All of them.
Okay.
So
Flex got out here.
Yeah, flexing.
If they can't predict what we're doing, then we can't be we can't be counted.
Yeah, very strong indeed.
Alright, so I have to say, I'm interested in the Symmetra Reaper.
Okay, right.
Yeah, I'm interested about that as well.
Symmetra can't be beaten.
So
we
really?
go Symmetra.
So, I mean, to be fair, she suicided.
Exactly.
She didn't get killed.
She can't be beaten by the enemy. Yeah, exactly. Can't be killed by the enemy. Just, overpowered character.
Yeah. That's why you won that round, right?
Yeah. We'll go with that.
So did you have any strategies whilst going into this fight, or was it just wing it?
So, as I said before, if you can't be predicted, then you can't be countered. So, our strategy was very wide.
So would you say that on your team you have a lot of kind of flexible players who are happy to play lots of different things, or do you actually have comfort picks that you're kind of waiting to bring out later and not maybe give away anything too soon?
So, we definitely have our comforts, obviously. And then obviously, we're just playing flexible roles. We're all quite flexible.
Interesting. So what did you think was maybe the biggest mistake that new college were making?
They did group up quite often, like in small areas. So, and we kind of just flanked them both sides, and then
use the pincer.
Yeah,
Pincer maneuver. Yeah.
That's what we did.
Very valid, very good. I think there were some times that I mentioned it there when we were casting, but I have to say, right in that last round there, when their Arista just wandered in front of your Reinhardt on the
No, that was tactical placement by Reinhardt charge.
Oh, okay.
I knew she was going to try and strafe to get it away from it, so I moved the charge a little bit.
I just thought it was so funny because they got the first pick and it looked like things were actually going well for new college, and then you started charging and Arista's just caught like a deer in the headlights, and it was all downhill for new college from that.
Cause that snowball effect, leaving the ammo on her own.
Oh,
that was sad.
Yeah. It's so sad because as well, she tried to hide around the corner, and I was thinking, okay, she's got both her nade and her sleeve, but
it wasn't big German man with his hammer.
Yeah, old frail woman versus German giant who's gonna win.
This big hammer, it's not gonna work well for new college.
So you're feeling confident for the rest of the day?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Very confident indeed. Yeah, but that's good then, because that means you know you're not going to be paranoid or scared, and you're going to go to that you're going to go up to that aggression and then scare the enemy teams, because they ain't going to be noticing it. But after this match, they might just be a little aware that you are playing aggressive, you are on that flex, so they might start playing different comp to suit around you. So have you got any ideas on how to work around that?
So obviously we run the Reaper for tanks, and the first round that they completely wiped us in, we saw that they ran quite a few. They ran the Winston and the Roadhog, I'm pretty sure, or something like that. I can't remember.
There was a double tank
On
thing
the first
going
round.
on.
So we were like, okay, Reaper is a must-have. So we had the Reaper obviously, and then we kind of like spaced ourselves kind of far away so we couldn't get hit by the Winston and stuff like that. So yeah, I reckon we can adapt to playstyles quite easily.
Yeah, because one thing that we saw in the first series, which you weren't casting, was that when the Reaper was being run, the team was actually too scared to go and be in close proximity, and that's of course what you have to really be making sure that you're doing when you decide to run the Reaper, because otherwise you're just not going to get the value that you need, especially if he's your primary damage leader.
Especially with this his new life heal now, his life's taken, he can just keep pushing.
The 50% life steal gives you so much more sustain as you're going into these fights. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I completely forgot about it until we were practicing before the event, and then it was just crazy. You could survive like 1v3s just because you're shooting at a tank or something.
I'm a terrible as well. So anyway, I'm a Pharah player, so you know.
Yeah, we had a couple of Pharah players.
Yeah. I was very happy about it. So, do you feel confident that you are the best score here today?
Sure.
That doesn't look like confidence to me.
I don't know. Yeah.
You just don't want to say it and just be too confident? Just keep on the low.
Alright, it looks like we're ready for the next series, so thank you for coming and talking to us, and good luck for the rest of the day.
See ya.
Flex God Super.